Dear brothers, good morning, fellas. Big Thursday coming up, of course. I have a very special day on this Thursday, July 11th. So my little god sister turns 22 today. And this morning, as I was reflecting in my journal, I was just kind of making notes on the magnificence, if you will, of time. And I think about just yesterday being, 11, 12 years old. And my little sister and I are playing Ring Around the Rosie, and we're watching Bear in the Big Blue House. And I'm thinking of all the pictures that we have of her pigtails and us walking around, and just a huge blessing in my life was her being born. And she's always been, my little sister. For those of you that have a younger sibling, especially if you have a younger sister, you know what that bond can be like, and the kind of protection that you always have had over her, and scaring the boyfriends away when they came to the house, and the whole nine yards. But what it got me thinking about was that naturally, as our lives have evolved, she turns 22 today. She's got her own life now, and she's got a very serious boyfriend, and she's working and going to school. And I live, 1,400 miles away, and I have a wife and our dogs, and we have a life, and I'm busy with work. And when I was writing this morning, I got to thinking about the fact that in the event that I lost everything business-wise, I lost, being able to do this podcast. I lost, being able to help people in the fitness realm. I lost the ability to teach people how to be better men. What would I go to in those moments? What would be, where would I go? And beyond certainly prayer and the cross, I think that should be a given. I would go to my family. I would find the people that helped raise me. I would find the people that I love the most, including friends for that matter. And my time would be fully devoted there. And I'm not going to use the word guilty or ashamed, if you will, but I kept thinking to myself, why today is my focus still not made that way? I know that I have a job in this world. I know that I've been called to embolden the men that are listening to this podcast and embolden others to find their purpose and contribute to the world in some capacity or another. That is my job. That is my purpose. However, that purpose, my ability to provide that, comes down to a couple of things. Individually, it comes down to me continuing to research and continuing to sit down and write and to read and to be introspective and to reflect and learn about what's happening in the world and how I can mold that, shape it, and give it to others. But the other side of that is, what is bolstering me? What is allowing me the opportunity to do those things? And the answers are simple. It's God's grace, and it's my family. It's my wife. It's my little sister. It's my godparents. It's the people, it's my best friends. It's the people in my life that provide me the support and the foundation to go forth and succeed. And so as I got journaling this morning, I really thought to myself, my life has been really brilliant over the last, few years. And, my life has always been good. It's had its ups and downs like everybody else. But I kind of had a moment of I am so focused on my work and focusing on contributing to all of you and these podcasts and what the work that I do with local, businesses here, what I'm doing more globally now. All of that is awesome. It's so cool. But I had to take a moment this morning and go, how did I get to this point? And the simple answer of that is because of the loved ones in my life, because of the people who made sacrifices, because of the people who love me, absolutely no matter what. If I turned up tomorrow and everything was lost, they would welcome me in, they would love me, they would support me, they would push me to do whatever the next thing is. And I think that it can be easy for us to get too folded up in what we're doing that we lose sight of how we got there. And I think especially as men, we're called to lead, we're called to work, we're called to keep. I'll keep saying it pretty much every episode. However, we don't do that. It's not an individual sport. It's not something that we achieve on our own, no matter what we say. And it's vital that all of you understand that you didn't make it to this point in your life without a vast amount of great support, no little amount of luck in some capacity. And I think it's good to have a little bit of an ego check. I had one this morning I'm journaling about my little sister and how blessed I am to have her and how proud of her I am and how her innocence and her love for everybody and her patience with people has rubbed off on me in not being so judgmental so quickly, in being, a little bit more innocent. I wrote this morning that my prayer for her is that she stays young, and I'm going to use the word innocent for as long as possible, because the world's just full of shit and terrible things. And I think that we lose our innocence as time goes on, and we have this nasty and kind of woeful eye that we look at the world, and it's terrible and everything is bad. And the news tells us that, this is happening, and there's a child that was beheaded, and there's a bombing here. And I think that we just get a little bit jaded to the world, and we just look at everything so cynically. And I don't ever want her to lose the beauty that she views the world with. And I think that all of us this morning should think of life a little bit that way. I want you guys to smell the roses, if you will, but I want you to do that by thinking about your families. Think about the people who got you to where you are, the sacrifices they had to make. In doing that, I've like right now, this morning, as I finished journaling and, thinking and praying on it, I feel more emboldened now to go forth and work hard, because I'm thinking of all the people that love me and all the people that want me to succeed and all the people that want me to fulfill my purpose on this world, on this earth. And the cool part about that is it gave me a moment of like, hey, these people want me to go forth and succeed, but that success means nothing without them participating in it with me. I think that it's fair to say, I've thought about this a long time. Everything is borrowed. Our knowledge is all borrowed. I don't own anything. I've not created anything. Every program that I make, every podcast that I do, all the stuff that I tell you guys, I'm not the owner of this. I don't have a copyright or a trademark to the information that I tell you guys. I'm taking wisdom that came from somewhere else, mixing that with wisdom that comes from somewhere else even. I put that together and I present it to you guys. I don't own anything. And so when we have success in life, it's not our success alone. It is by God's grace. It is by the people that have devoted their time to us, who gave us chances that we may not have earned at that time, who've loved us, who've supported us. It is a group effort. When I succeed, my family has succeeded. When my wife succeeds, our family has succeeded. So it is this is a team sport. And so what I want to leave you guys with today is the fact that all of us have gotten to where we are today because of a conglomerate of events and people that have helped us to this point. Any success you have is because of all of that coming together. And so don't be so egotistical that you think everything is about you. Remember that when you win, your family is winning. When your children win, your family is winning. And so Just remember that today and be conscious of the fact that you've gotten to where you are because of the love of others, and make sure that they are not getting left behind while you are off in your successes. Call your family, text your loved ones. It doesn't take a lot. One of the things I tell people all the time, I don't talk to my, godparents in like a daily, twice a day, 30 minutes a day fashion. As great as that sounds, we're busy, we have lives, and that's okay. But what I try to make an effort to do, and I need to do certainly a better job of, is calling, leaving a message. And all I'm saying is, hey, I'm thinking about you. I love you. I hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Send a text message like that today. Give someone a call like that today. Tell someone that you're grateful for the fact that they've been there in your life. I think we can push people away too easily once we've reached some echelon in our lives. Don't do that. Remember that wherever you are is because there was a team that surrounded you, and all of you are rising to meet the successes that you're having in this world. I'm going to leave it at that today, fellas. I love you all. God bless you. Be strong. Let's get after it today. I'm jacked up. Oh, also, by the way, I got a cool announcement. Probably going to come out early next week. So for those of you who are currently looking to train more like athletes. So if any of you are former athletes, high school, college, you like to play rec stuff today, I got a little programming coming out probably in the next week or so that I myself am going to be doing, and maybe looking for some partners in crime to actually follow this program with me. So I'll give you guys the updates on that next week. It's going to be pretty sweet, but if you guys have any interest in being very strong, looking good with your shirts off, being faster, and just being an athlete again, it might be something you're interested in. I love you, boys. Have a great day. We'll see you.